There's this new thing ladies are trying called the yoni pal.
So if you really loved that vagina, you will think before you put things inside.
Please don't put yogurt, just drink it, plain yogurt.
Ni style gani tunafanya leo?
Today we are at our second edition in-person event.
We had a health segment that we were able to set up via a picnic kind of an event.
How can women navigate changes in libido at different stages in life?
Libido is basically a sexual desire. So when we talk about having different libidos, there's the assumption that there's a normal libido. The problem only comes if you have mismatched libido with your partner. Women are so vulnerable and people take so much advantage of us because the sex industry thrives because of our vulnerability. Because we want to be what does not exist. The pressure principle states pleasure starts with knowing yourself. If you work on yourself and your communication, then you are both able to work and find what works for you.
Today we were talking about reproductive health, about vitality for women, and also about physiotherapy. We had three panelists and we were essentially giving information about women's health.
How does posture and ergonomics impact back health, especially for women with corporate and sedentary jobs?
All of us have very different postures. The idea here is to maintain good posture. What is good posture? Simply move your shoulders back. Okay, we can try that. Yeah? So when we teach our backs to sit properly, yeah, it automatically learns how to even feel it's not right. And just a simple stretch can get you back to what you need to be. Ergonomics for women in corporate world: sit up properly, stretch some more.
What are some of the misconceptions about feminine hygiene and care that need to be addressed?
There's this new thing ladies are trying called the yoni pal. You've heard of the yoni pal? Mm-hmm. Yeah, bullshit. Your vagina, your vulva is self-cleaning. You do not need to put it up there. Panty liners is not an everyday thing. It is only when you're having before your period, after your period.
Know the products in your anything that you use. Know the products. Try as much to use cotton products as possible and less synthetic. The scented products, those are chemicals. You treat what you love with the respect it deserves. That includes even what comes in, even everything. Yeah. As in, do you love it?
My next question to you is, what are some effective communication strategies for discussing sexual preferences and boundaries with a partner?
Sometimes you find you hold grudges because you're holding grudges to somebody's weaknesses and you're not talking to find a balance. Sex conversation doesn't start with sex conversation. So it's you build connection, and that connection makes talking easier. So if you find difficulty in talking, it means you need to work on connection.
How do we drive that conversation, and from what age, and whichever gender, for those who have young boys, for those who have girls?
The sex conversation is, people ask, what's the time? There's no time. So sex is affected by love, sex is affected by emotion, sex is affected by relationship. And sex is affected by self-esteem. So as your children grow, there are those basic things that you build as they grow. Some are modeled.
I've loved the environment today, and the event was beautiful. We learned so much. There were so many interactive questions, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Do self-care for yourself. Do research. Know your body. Please don't use what Stella is using. Don't use what Eve is using, because what works for her doesn't work for me, especially for contraceptives. I hear someone telling me, ati mliniekea hii IUD, sasa sijui inanidunga wapi, inadunga mzee. Where?
this was my first Elite Women event, and I think I am definitely looking forward for the next couple of events to come. My advice to any woman that is looking for a space to connect, converse, share with fellow women, and just safe spaces for women, this would be it. Good job, Elite Women, for creating such spaces for women and also for the wine.
So having a dialogue generally of what works, what doesn't work, what can we try, what can't we try, it's a learning experience. And when you have a partner, it's a continual learning process. Even if you're a partner for 30 years, people still learn.
We are looking forward to our next event, which is coming up soon in November 11th.
And it's more of a summit. We are going to have it at the Sovereign Suites Limuru, and it's more of Vision Board 2024, and of course understanding our finances as we get down and boogie, because we are going to just let loose because of what we've gone through the year.